Hello, I'm Nelson Pereira from bnetTV. Welcome to the Mobile World Congress 2012 in Barcelona. With us is Mr. Feldman from FTS. How are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you.
Can you talk to us about your company in reference to the mobile wireless industry, especially the core of the industry itself? Obviously, there's always seemed to be a big issue. Great ideas always come, especially on the provider side, but how do providers actually benefit from those great ideas?
Well, FTS is a company that deals with billing, charging, and policy control. We're in the market since 1997, already for 15 years. We're known as an innovative company, always coming out with new ideas. And the beauty of our system is the flexibility, the simplicity of it in order to allow the carriers, the second tier, third tier, the greenfields, in order for them to be able to build different kinds of tariff plans and be flexible and change it at the speed of the market need.
So I always think that it's always hard for the providers out there to be able to monopolize on ideas in terms of how to get the best revenue out of it. Seems to be there's always been an issue everywhere in the world. And my understanding, your company actually matches that idea with how to control that policy and how to control that billing system.
Well, one of the things we're going to see, and I think this is what's going to happen in the future, the revenues for the carriers is going to come from targeting the subscribers and giving them exactly what they want. For example, if you're a YouTube user and you're a heavy YouTube user and you need it for a certain period of time, you will have the capability of just taking for the next 24 hours, boost your YouTube use, and then go back to your regular usage the way you use your mobile phone, and only pay for what you really need. And this is how you'll be able to increase revenues. The problem is, in order to be able to do these things, you need billing systems that are flexible enough to allow you to adjust your tariff plans to the different kinds of ideas that the marketing people are going to come up with. The system that we have is a system that gives you the simplicity and flexibility in order to adjust your tariff plan at the speed of the time that it takes the marketing people to think of the program that they want to implement.
This reminds me of the days when I used to remember when I used to have a connection with my provider, and the client, I used to say, listen, I need a good connection, but not all the time, and I'm willing to pay for that connection. But the providers always told me, listen, this is a one fee, this is all we can do for you. We don't have the system in place to be able to increase your needs when you need it. In my understanding, that your company actually matches that demand. As I need the connection at certain time or the application at certain time from the internet or any service that the provider can give me, there has to be a way to monopolize that.
Well, exactly. This is what FTS is doing. Our billing system is designed in such a way that gives the carrier the capability to adjust his tariff plan to fit the needs of the customer. And if we're going to have billing systems that are capable to fit the needs of the customer, this will also make the customers happier, and it will also increase the revenues of the carriers. And this is what we really want to reach.
It's a win-win situation because the client gets the bandwidth, gets to pay for the bandwidth, all the service that he's looking from the provider, but at the same time the provider gets to benefit as well, where he can increase his revenue output.
Well, the client is always ready to pay if he gets what he wants. As long as you're giving the customer what he wants, he'll be ready to pay. He becomes a frustrated customer when he's paying for something that he really doesn't need. And this is what we're giving the backing and the capability and support to the carrier in order to be able to give his customers what they want, and then they won't leave him and move to the other carriers. And he'll be able to control his carriers and increase the revenue that he's getting from them, and they'll still be happy although they're paying.
And having your company being successful in this type of business, can you tell us about where can you guys be reached? Are you guys worldwide, local?
Well, we sell all over the world. We target, as I said, second tier, third tier, greenfield, new MVNOs that are coming out, even first tier carriers coming out now with MVNOs, different kinds of applications or directions where they don't want to connect it to their existing billing system because it's very hard and very costly, and they want a quick system that knows how to react fast to the market needs, and we're giving them exactly the system they need.
And what do you see new in this new industry, especially this year in Barcelona? Have you seen any growth that the providers can not only see the ideas that are coming out this year, but how can they benefit from it, especially with the M2M market?
Well, one of the things that we see is going to be M2M. There's going to be new kinds of applications. Definitely machine to machine is the next direction where we're going. I think the market still does not know exactly how it's going to go, and what they need today is billing systems that will be flexible enough that will be able to adjust to different changes that are going to come out there in the market till it becomes mature enough to understand the direction it's going. And we are giving them the backing of the billing system, allowing them to be flexible and adjust themselves to the needs of the market, so they should be there and not lose the market making wrong decisions along the way.
And so, for example, if I'm a mayor and working with a city hall and I have vending machines, can I control how my users out there interact with the system?
Well, any kind of tariff that could be counted, we know how to count any different kinds of things. So it could be CDRs, it could be SMSs, it could be anything you want, text, whatever is countable, our system knows how to deal with it.
Well, Mr. Feldman, thanks so much for spending time with us. I always talk to a lot of people in this industry. I think the biggest part of it all, no matter how many ideas come out, how do you actually benefit the best and how you provide better policy and better control on your billing system. And I think the FTS actually meets that demand for every provider in the world.
Yes, we do, and our idea is innovation, always being 2 steps ahead of what the market needs and understanding what the need is and being ready and prepared to give also our customers, and we also look at the subscriber side, that both sides should be happy with what they're getting.
I do thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you.
And this is Nelson Pereira from bnetTV at the Mobile World Congress 2012 in Barcelona.